Hey, just wanted to stop in and talk to you for a little bit. Have you ever just sat back and self-assessed? Have you ever just stopped and thought about yourself, how you are as an individual, the things you like and dislike, things that push your buttons, those things that make you happy, joyous, sad, the things that send your temperament through the roof. Do you know those things about yourself? How self-aware are you? You know what ticks you off? Do you know those things that bother you and really get up under your skin? I don't know if we understand and realize that those things that we dislike are the very things that we see in others that causes us not to like them. But you know, what I have learned throughout life is just because I don't like it don't mean something's wrong with it because somebody else does it. Or maybe possess an attribute or characteristic that I just simply don't want to be bothered with. Now, hear me out. Because as long as that individual is not hurting me or bringing harm to me, then who am I to become distasteful at somebody else's personality or characteristics when I'm at liberty to refrain from being in the company of those type of individuals? See, we don't have to walk around disliking people because there are things about an individual that we don't agree with or we don't really care for. Because listen, we are who we are. We like what we like who we like things the way we like it. And that's just the truth of the matter. So we have to, at some point in our lives, come to the place of maturity where we say, you know what, that's fine that he or she is like that. But I make a conscious decision that I'm not going to be around those type of individuals if they trigger unhealthy, negative stresses in my life. Yes, and we do know that some personality traits, some characteristics can be offensive. Listen, before my God encounter, before God told me who I was and how I was, I know for sure that I have had characteristics, behaviors, attributes, all types of things that were offensive, got on people's nerves, caused them to dislike me or misunderstand me. But that was before I was learned. That was before I knew any better. But once I was made aware by God, then I saw a life after becoming better and doing better. Because it's a lifestyle. It's a journey that would take me on to eternity. It's not something that was just going to happen at one point or one season in my life and bam, like magic, I'm new. Nope, it's a daily process. But I was willing to go through that process. I was willing to take on this new lifestyle, new life journey, so that I wouldn't be going around offending people, hurting people's feelings, getting on people's nerves with some of them stinking ways I had. So it's understandable. I guess that's why God could, give me the type of heart that says, listen, it is okay that you are like that because I am liberated to make a decision that I do not have to encounter you. I do not have to interact with you. I don't have to be around you if it's going to affect me. That's a choice and a decision that I am liberated to make for myself. Does that mean that I don't like you? Nope. I don't go around disliking people because I see something. Oops. Nah. I don't even waste my time with those types of feelings or thoughts concerning people, because my first objective is always to embrace, love, and like somebody with the first encounter, with the first impression. Now, once I extend myself in that manner and something evil or of darkness is reciprocated, then I know exactly where you stand in my life. I know where to keep you. And I am absolutely okay with that. I'm fine with that, but I don't dislike you or form a conclusion based on that encounter. It just makes me aware now. Okay. I get my list, and my granddaughter taught me this. You got to have an X list and a checklist. So then I begin to X things out and check things off. And then I know where you stand. You know, I'm just at a place where I want people to really be self-aware so that they can self-develop and self-manage. We spend a lot of our time focusing on helping others, extending ourselves to others, but when it comes to self, oftentimes we shortchange our own selves. We're busy in a press, in a hustle and bustle of life and the cares of this world and all the demands that come with the roles and responsibilities that we have. But I just believe that if we take some time to focus on us, our entire selves, then we would receive the manifestation of what's attached to and assigned to who we are. Because truth be told, we're not really receiving those things because we have not transformed into who God intended for us to be. See, what I got now is associated with who I am now. Oh, but as I continue to grow, as I continue to develop, as I continue to take steps towards being exactly who God ordained and destined for me to be, guess what? Other promises are released. Things begin to unfold. God can trust me with more. Because it's really about the growth and development. It's really about the mind being renewed and my life being transformed that will determine what promises I will receive in the different seasons of my life throughout this journey. So the place that I am in and the things that I am receiving is based on not just the perspective, it's based on who I am and how I am right now, where I am. So if we want more from God, if we have these great expectancies, guess what? So much is given, much is required. Therefore, we have to be willing to do the necessary work to get in a place, in a position where God can release what He has ordained for us. That's like having a child and you know, you don't buy your child things that are age appropriate. Things that they cannot handle if you're 4, I'm not going to buy you something that a 14-year-old should be working. No, you get things that are age appropriate, things that you can handle. So that which we are receiving right now is appropriate. It coincides with our maturity. It coincides with our mindset. It coincides with how we are right now. This is why it's imperative to continuously work on self. Advance your own self. Advance your own self. You can have that which you set your heart and your mind out to get. You can do whatever it is you set your mind and your heart to do. Yes, you can. But please don't aim selfishly. Don't have selfish ambitions. You know, things that are null and void. No, I want those things that's going to give me another stone in my crown when I see my master. You know, and I don't just want to do things because this is the thing to do or everybody else is doing it. This is a fad or this is what's going on right now in my era or in the culture. Nope. I've never been into that. So I've always had a sense of self from a small child. You know, says my mother, I was always doing my own thing. So, I'm not surprised that still to this day, that's just how, I'm set up by God, set apart. I don't have to do what everybody else is doing. I don't have to go where everybody else is going. I want what's for me. That's what's important. What's for me. It seemed like each and every day I'm learning something new about my own self. And once you begin to learn yourself, then you can teach others how you want to be treated, how they should handle you, how to interact with you, how to be a part of your world, how to come into your space. You are able to now control your outside world once you gain self-control. But if you're spiraling out of control, trust me, everything else around you is as well. So I just wanted to drop a few tips about the importance of self-awareness, self-development, and self-management. I'll come back on. But at this point, I want you to get a hold of yourself.